Welcome to another edition of This Week in Indie Comics. This will cover the week of June 12th to the 17th. My name is Mr. Anderson, and I will be the voice of this program, and I am the voice for Indie Advocates. And to find the list that we're going to talk about, go to our menu right here in the top of our screen or on your mobile device under the three dashes right above our site logo, and go to This Week in Indie Comics. So here we go. This week in Indie Comics, there's a new video for the supremely talented Satane Zilia. That's right. She is doing an amazing job of bringing characters to life in her new epic, Warriors. Check it out. She's one of the best artists, honestly, that you'll ever meet. I'm lucky enough to say that I worked with her on my first official released comic book, Fetish Babies. I am thrilled to see her blowing up the way she is, and I really want her to get the win, not just for the win, but because she deserves it. We have a brand new comic review. That's right, review Rags by Rag Zombie. It is from Brett the Hitman, who's back doing reviews with us this week. Comic-Con exiting with Indie Advocating in Florida. That's right, Mr. Anderson, that's me. I will be going to a home show. It's my adopted home in Fort Myers. It's going to be the Southwest Florida Space Con coming June 16th to the 17th. That's this weekend. Father's Day I'll be spending with my boy Jax at a Comic-Con at home. So come check us out in Fort Myers. In my other home, my home, New York, we'll have BoroCon, which will be featuring Sebastian Bonnet. And as far as Fort Myers go, don't think it's just about me. There's a ton of stuff going on, and it's fun for the whole family. Let's take a peek inside what's going on this week in Southwest Florida Space Con in Fort Myers. So I teed this up for you. There's a lot going on. We're going to unpack it right now. Saturday panels. Let's see. There's going to be some cool stuff. There's Saturday morning cartoons. There's geek comedy. There's going to be Ask Kevin Anything. And there's some Q&A. Wait, is this a Written Sins panel? That's right. I'll be doing a panel. I'll be doing a panel from 1:45 to 2:45. This was given to them, not their fault. That's our fault. We did change our name from Written Sins to Indie Advocates. So present social media tips. It's really not about social media tips. It's about how to promote and advocate for your comic books and create them in 2018. But you take what you can get. That's my fault than it is theirs that the title wasn't better. But you guys know, and people will show up, and I'll make sure people know about it. So it's a lot of great Saturday panels. Sunday panels, there's some good stuff on here, too. There's George Lowe who's going to have a Q&A. He's, of course, Space Ghost. And what else is going on here? There's going to be Geek Girl Comedy. That's cool. Some speed dating. Anything else going on in here? Well, what's this? From 12 to 1? Getting comic books published with Andre from Caliber Comics. That's right. It's this guy right here, the creator of The Shepherd, who I just recently did a review of his newest book, Shepherd Lost Souls, will be at Fort Myers. That's right. We're announcing him. There's going to be some Saturday photo ops and some Saturday gaming as well, and Sunday photo ops and Sunday gaming as well. And, of course, I'll be there. Jax is going to be in tow with me. And Shorty will be with us on Saturday. I'm not sure. I don't think Sunday, just Saturday. Also, James Pruitt is going to be there, the creator of Mindbender. If you don't know who James Pruitt is, you really got to do a Google. Google it. Shepherd creator Andre. I don't always do Andre. It's the damn dyslexia. I need that little thing that they had in that Johnny Mnemonic thing where they put it in the back of your head and cures dyslexia. Molinari, I finally got the last name, though. He will be there. I'll be hanging out with him, and he'll be getting a physical copy of the Shepherd Path of Souls, and you should, too. And here's a couple other people going on. George Lowe, we talked about, the voice of Space Ghost. Alex is going to be there. Savaki, I think I'm pronouncing that wrong. We have a Power Ranger. Someone from The Walking Dead's going to be there. Deanna Troy, actress, is going to be there, so that's very exciting. You're going to have some cosplaying going on from the amazing Ghostbuster Cat 5 unit. You're going to also have Cinderella cosplay. Saramai? I don't think I'm saying that one wrong. I apologize, but beautiful cosplayer, pulls off robes so well. She's going to be there. We're also going to have Poet Steam Hippie cosplay. Very awesome cosplay, and I love that. That's a cool picture. And look, we were there in year 1. That's right. This is year 2. I'm very excited to be back at a home show and some other stuff about it. This is actually from it. I have a dream that all people, human, Jimit here, Ferengi, Cardassian, wow, will someday stand together in peace around my Dabu tables. Quark DS9. And as a DS9 fan, I should be like smacked in the face for getting that pronunciation wrong. This is going to be the 2nd annual, which means it will continue. It's going to be a 3rd one already. Space Con. It's in Fort Myers. Our convention features science fiction writers, comic book artists, and illustrators, actors. I got to talk to her about putting writers and creators in that. Actresses, vendors, presentation, game demos, drop-in gaming, game tournaments, cosplayer, costume contests, then stormtroopers. And you guys know that I've been talking about this for a while, anyone who saw it. And here's the video from the first year. So I'm excited. I hope to run into more people. I got to ask James if he's going to be there. James Hack, of course, the creator of the Fort Myers related Mole series now and Solar Flare. So I'm gonna have to reach out to him as soon as this video is over and see if he's gonna be here. So that's going on in Fort Myers this week. Also happening in the Comic-Con Southern Exiting, it's gonna be at Heroes Convention Charlotte, table AA 1307. You'll be able to see Mark Deering. We're still asking you guys, what are the top 10 Comic-Cons? We are going to go to a live look of it, exactly who's on the list and all that. And remember to vote for the Supremely Talented Stanzilia. Check out her new video, though. That's why we have that one up top there. But seriously, look at her art, and you'll know why you have to vote for her. So here are the top Comic-Cons right now. Let's go to the live list. We'll go to the live list, which is hosted in our actual group. Gary Scott Beatty's here. He's talking about a week where there is a non-con. I don't know about it. The week you chose, Gary, I've got a con that week. But for more details on that, go to our main page and look up in our search section, which you guys can always find right here, by the way. Search it, non-con, and see what I'm talking about. More details to come. Okay, so right now, here are the 27 options we have. We'll read you the top 5. So New York Comic-Con is in the first spot, followed by C2E2. They're tied. San Diego's bringing up 3rd. MegaCon Orlando is in 4th, and 5th is Heroes. But what do you guys think? What should be the top Comic-Cons? This is the opportunity for you to vote for yours, and there is a place to open it. Unfortunately, you do have to join the group to be part of this. Not my rule. If I could open this up where there wouldn't be a group, I would absolutely do that. And remember, you guys can vote for more than one con. Vote for all the cons that you think deserve. And you can see the little blue check marks. That's me thinking that these cons are worth it. And I'll even give that. I've never heard of Comic-Con, but most of these I've actually heard of and heard good things. If I haven't voted for it, it's because I think that there's something bad about the show. And I'll just leave it at that. But you can add any show you want, and we're actually we recently announced, just as a heads up, that we will also be picking the top 5 indie cons, which are the smaller cons that get voted highest. So even if your indie con, your smaller con, doesn't make the top 10, it will be featured in a top 5 list for indie cons. So don't be discouraged. Vote for your con and help it get to that position. And no matter what, we'll be featuring all of these cons now in the upcoming year and next year. They will be cons that we follow because you guys thought that they were worth it. So even by just putting it on this list, it'll be something that we pay attention to. Speaking of lists, let's get back to ours. And the celebration of Comic-Con was last week, so it was pretty cool. You actually have to check out. The only reason I left this here just for this video was go to Brian K. Morris's actual main page and check out what he was doing. He was doing these great videos the whole weekend. So definitely worth a look. Give it a quick link. Look over on Facebook and see what Brian was up to. It was a great event. It really looked like fun. And speaking of great things, here is a great opportunity to become an advocate. You can become an advocate for autism. How do you do that? You join the R4AU Autistic Jedi campaign on Facebook, which is about educating and advocating for our special needs children. Autism Awareness R4AU is dedicated to our daughter Tori, the Autistic Jedi. Our mission is to advocate for awareness and acceptance. The verbal and nonverbal alike deserve a voice for equality. We will be that voice. Contact us for information on how you can help us raise awareness for research and funding and understanding. And now, as a personal thing, when I first started helping, I had no idea that my son might be on the spectrum, but now I'm facing the fact that he is. To know that I have such a good place to go for information has really just kept me not worried about it, and it's more about learning how I can make my son's life the best it can be. So this is a great program. I really suggest that you guys take a minute and check it out. And remember that supporting a Kickstarter just takes $1. $1 show supports, attracts attention, funds projects, supports creators, and creates new worlds. Now, if you're going to be making a Kickstarter, learn from the best. Madeline Holly Rising. She has on Amazon now, Kickstarter for the Independent Creator, 2nd edition, a practical and informative guide to crowdfunding. It's your cheat sheet to creating the best Kickstarter you can. Speaking of Kickstarters, let's go through the list what's on Kickstarter now. Starting with Crossing 2 and 3, new issues in this paranormal series. An annoying goth princess haunts the rookie train conductor who ran her over. Paranormal coupling, counseling, anyone? If you're into horror, Ducky is for you. Ducky is the rubber ducky you wouldn't want to find in your bathtub. He'll be your friend till the end. Trouble is, he will be your end. Now, if you guys are going to All-Star Comic-Con, you'll be featured in seeing, and this is a southern exit, it's in North Virginia, Jeff Weber, Thomas McCain, Mike Baloney, who will also be not just tabling but moderating. They will all be at the All-Star Comic-Con this weekend, June 15th to the 17th. And while you're there at a Comic-Con, remember to support indie creators by buying an indie comic book at any of the events this week. Speaking of a way to support creators, let's get back to the Kickstarter list with Cthulhu Kids. 1st edition Cosmic Terror and Mythos Madness, a Lovecraftian school for the naughty offspring of Mythos characters. Join Kid Cthulhu, Sidney Shoggoth, and the rest of the gang. Ruby and the Warriors of Dion, an epic fantasy tale of a young mage on the quest for vengeance, is almost at the end of her quest on Kickstarter. Time is not out. You can still get a copy today. Go to Kickstarter immediately and back Ruby. The Reign of Cthulhu over Kickstarter is also coming to an end. It's an augmented reality game. Reign of Cthulhu combines t-shirts, mobile devices, and augmented reality into one fun-filled, immersive Lovecraftian gaming experience. Don't forget to check out Project Axis on Kickstarter. It is a serialized science fiction action comic book about a young man's journey to recover his lost identity. Imagine waking up in the middle of the desert after getting hit by a car and not knowing who you are. Take a travel back to the 1900s with The Fist, issue 2. It's Philadelphia's first vigilante. The Fist is a tale of Riley Reese, a working-class stiff with an affection for vigilante justice. And if you want to tickle your funny bone, check out Binary Star, the big cosmic joke for the first time. It's a 120-page graphic novel collecting volumes 1 through 5 of the science fiction web comic series, Binary Star. Let's take a moment to travel into the darkness today. When dark secrets form the past invade your present, how far would you go to bury those demons forever? I know you should go as far as Kickstarter to back this amazing project. And speaking of amazing projects, Lycan number 2 is howling its way through Kickstarter. That's right. This is the 2nd book of the Lycan book series. Check it out for the exciting continuation from Lycan 1. If you guys haven't read Lycan 1, this is your opportunity. Lycan 1 and 2 are available on the Kickstarter. Now, in the East Coast, as we're filming this, it's just about time for a hot lunch. So maybe you should check out Kickstarter for yours. That's right. Hot Lunch is an all-ages Magna-style graphic novel, beautifully illustrated. It's a dramatic heist story for all ages. Hot Lunch is the latest adventure by Magna creators Maya Maeda. I have no idea if I pronounced that right. I apologize if that's completely wrong. And speaking of things that we want to be able to do, this is a Kickstarter about all the things we ever wanted. That's right, Stories for a Better World, a full-color comics anthology with a positive vision of the future, featuring top-level talent. This is kind of cool. I like a project that we always talk about the negative. It's good to see someone actually making something about a positive future. As a parent, I'm excited to hear that there could be a better tomorrow. Speaking of better tomorrows and epic adventures, check out the epic misadventures of Deathbag. Holier Than Now edition, collection 4 series of the comic, along with some special goodies. What's in the bag? Check it out now on Kickstarter. Little Heroes Comics Charity Anthology 2. We are back with our second charity anthology. This time around, the theme of family. Help us get printed and 13 stories in return. And this marks my return to Kickstarter as one of my actual properties, I guess you would call them, creations. Cat Dad, Supermom and Cat Dad is actually in the book. So I love it. I love the fact that it actually is a charity anthology. I was very excited to be part of that. Please take the time to look at it and see if this speaks to you. And remember, you're supporting charity with this. And speaking of support, let's check out The Veteran's Wife. Now, take the opportunity today to go to Facebook and go to Veteran's Wife and like the page so you can see how you can support veterans today. Thank you to all the veterans. We truly appreciate your service. We would like to give you an extra special thank you to all the veterans, especially the ones who do not want to be recognized, the silent stoic veterans. For the horrors that they've seen in war is for them nothing to be thanked for. They don't put it out there for the world to know, for they are truly struggling now that they are here at home and they have their own personal battles. We want you to know that you're not alone. You're loved and appreciated. You will always be our heroes, even if you refuse the title. And that's the end of it, but that's kind of cool. Look at the AdSense on our actual thing. Actually has the Atari. If you guys didn't know, Atari is back. But that's it for this week in Indie. We will be back with the news during the week for other breaking stories. But for now, take the time, check out Kickstarter, and plan your adventure this weekend on the Comic-Con Highway.